Good morning, my darling dreamers. Welcome to Dawn Talks. I don't have my microphone in because I need the little outlet for the charger. Okay, my name is Nilsa, head fairy in charge. Friends call me HFIC. This reading is for entertainment purposes only. We are going to clean with some obsidian here. So your power scares a lot of people, princess. It does. We're going to pull some cards on that for you from White Fly Tarot and Blue Dragonfly Oracle. Some of you are in the broom closet because of the reactions you've gotten from third eye blind people who thought it was weird or creepy or can't handle you. And some of them have no clue that your energy awakened them or awakened their third eye. We're going to take this one that's popping out. No clue. You like breathe fresh air. You know how like in the movies, some people can like touch a plant and it kind of like comes back to life? Or like two people could have the same plant and one of them thrives and one doesn't. You help others thrive. But you don't have anybody that comes and like has a green thumb for you and then just magically makes things better. All right, so I set the intentions that through watching with my energy and my voice and everything comes into alignment for you. I'm hearing I needed this, so there's going to be a message you get coming through. Success is the best revenge. So for some of you, you feel, and it's not even thirsty. Some of you want money, but it's like for clout, or some people want to show off, and it's kind of like you think the faster I get something, the better I'll feel because it feels like I won, you know? So like, let's say, like there's some people, the reason I know this too is because I've had people who have like siblings. And when one of their siblings gets married before them or a house or has a baby before them, they're like, oh, well, they beat me to it, implying a race. They won. They beat me to it. But, you know, you guys all have different timelines for different things. Like, and a lot of people don't realize that. Sometimes you're jealous about one thing and somebody else is jealous of that for you. So like let's say those sisters, right? One is like, oh, you know, they got married, they have a kid. They might be jealous that your body looks amazing and you never needed braces and everybody loves you. So one of them's pouting, not knowing that there's people who want something that they have too. And so you should covet a lot of the things for yourself. So when we talk about self-love, it's also self-awareness. And a lot of people don't have self-awareness. And the way you can tell is when somebody gets a compliment or you give someone a compliment and they're like, oh my gosh, really? There's disbelief because there wasn't any awareness. That happens to me sometimes. I think I look like crap and people are like, wow, you look so cute. You look amazing. I'm like, what? Okay. Like, what do you see that I don't see? And that's the key, is to try and see the beauty that other people see in you. So we have Three of Cups. I heard engineered. So maybe somebody's watching is an engineer or is interested in somebody that's an engineer. If you're new here, I talk really fast because I get messages very fast. You can save it, rewatch it later. Three of Cups inverted, and we have a thirst for revenge, justice, victim blaming, and then so this thirst, and it doesn't mean that you're trying to harm people. But somebody here has a thirst for success because it's like you're in a hurry to kind of prove that you would be successful without somebody else. Or, you know, let's say you broke up with somebody or they broke up with you, you're separated, and the other person's not married yet. You are rushing to try and get married to prove like, oh, see, I could settle down without them. Like, I didn't really need them. So when you see certain words come up in readings, keep in mind that it doesn't always mean something, you know, like evil. Like, see, there's like a vampire. Like, I want revenge. Like, I want to punish somebody. And it's not always about punishing somebody, but rewarding yourself. And with the Three of Cups inverted, this was like, I didn't get to celebrate. I didn't get to have this house wedding or baby with so-and-so. So I'm going to have it with somebody else, but I want to have it first. You get what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. Oh, thank you. I'm also hearing caught red-handed. You see there's a red blood print there, a handprint, caught red-handed. This could be somebody that loves eating Cheetos, hot Cheetos, Takis or something. All right. Page of, I'm going to read it right to left because they fell out right to left. Page of Pentacles. Ooh, lots of earth right here. Page 2 and 9. So 1992 could be significant, or somebody could be 29 years old. Somebody is feigning maturity. We have a page with a mask on. Like, I'm experienced enough. I lied on my resume. So somebody could be getting catfished. Be careful on these apps, these dating apps. They could say that they're like 30 and they're actually like 50, or vice versa, or something, you know, like, so just be wary. Somebody could be lying about their age with the pay or their experience. Same thing with somebody lying about how much money they make or how successful they are. Like, or they might just spin it. So they could be a sanitation engineer. So they're a janitor, but they say, I'm a sanitation engineer. See, I heard that word earlier. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles, but I love this picture because there's a bridge in between these people. So you know how I said you awaken gifts in people, you awaken gifts, you also help connect people. So you might have people you're not friends with anymore, but you introduce them as friends and they're still friends and they're sitting around talking crap about you. But it's funny because you still bridge them. You can still take credit for the fucking friendship. Like, you know what I mean? You're like, I still blessed your fucking life. You can't take that away from me. I know what I did. I blessed you, right? I'm hearing homing tree. So this is like, this tree still connects all the roots and that's part of the bridge. And they're like so proud, but it's like this tree's not getting credit that it gave them the gems. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the success there, but then we have the Tower. I'm seeing as an ascension symptom, somebody here vomiting a lot. I'm seeing Vicks Vapor Rub as well. And that's your stomach churning. Churning, churning as fast as you can. See if you can make it. Yeah, I'm seeing someone, you know, your stomach is like your second brain, right? So it was like your intuitive brain is like turning, it's churning, right? In your stomach. And you don't even realize that like one of the after effects is causing nausea or indigestion. It could also be word vomit, where like you feel like you're over talking to people, or like you just keep spilling your guts and you know, you don't know why you're doing it, but it's kind of like releasing. Now I love this. You see how you were giving? You're giving to unqualified people. Here you go. Here's an idea. Here's attention. Here's love. Here's a connection. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, right? Now it's almost like you want to show somebody that you could prove to yourself. And it's like, you see the bridge back there? It's way behind you. You left some people behind, or some situations that you were blessing and, you know, helping it get more prosperous. And now you're doing it for yourself. And that was a message I got earlier too. I was gonna make like a separate throne talk for that, but a lot of the stuff you're doing for other companies, like, you know, you could do that for yourself, and also other people could be doing it for you. If they could share, if they could press the share button on like a Zara post, they can't do it for your small shop. It's the same amount of time, princess. It's the same amount of time. So if they can support other people, they can't say, oh, I don't have time. You know what I mean? But they're making time for strangers. Are they best friends with these strangers? Do they slide into these strangers' inbox and bear their heart out? Do they go swimming into the movies and whatever? No. So keep that in mind. So share your own shit. Every time you see someone share like a competitor or someone else, some other thing, share your own thing to the story. And you'll see if it looks like you're spamming, like, it's probably because they were sending so much of the other people's stuff. And you're like, that's the point. That's how much. And you can even announce it. You can even say, like, listen, every time I see a close friend of mine share another company, but not share mine, I'm going to reshare my own thing to my story. And if you see a ton of it, that should tell you how little support I'm getting. Okay? So this is whatever field that you're in, even if it's something small. Okay? We have something growing, you know, like volcanoes. That's the tower there. We have divine feminine. I was picking up freckles earlier. Somebody having a lot of freckles here, and I did see this red hair, but I was like, if I get another card with red hair, then I'll say something. So somebody could have red hair or freckles. All of these came out. We'll go quickly. Ganesh, good romance. So we have luck, romance, discipline, hard work, withdrawal, facing Saturn, divine masculine. So you got divine masculine and feminine. And then we also have focusing on yourself, being a bad bitch, I don't give a fuck. What did I just say? Sharing your own shit. Like, okay. I'm also hearing you worked hard to get to where you are. You pulled yourself out of something. And the more that you stop yourself, and you might be like, oh, I don't want to be selfish. The more you stop yourself from trumpeting others, and if you literally like just do that for yourself, even if it's like calling up a family member, a friend, and saying just some kind of accomplishment, just practicing praise, self-praise. It's not about being conceited. It's about being confident and proud of yourself. If you did that, if you made it a habit to do that every time you were about to do it for somebody else, that you're always doing it for them when they don't do it in return. Like, it's different. There's an energy exchange. You guys support each other. You're cheerleaders for each other. Fine. But if you notice that you're an overgiver and there's an imbalance with the yin yang and you're just giving, you know? Captain Hook is significant here. Yeah, for those of you that do work with Ganesha, you're going to be seeing it a lot on your feed before and after I post this reading. I'm going to look at the bottom here. Bottom. We have 4 of Wands. You see that little violin? I want you to think about how there's times that, like, you know, you were playing your little violin, and now you don't let a lot of these things get to you anymore. Like, you stand a little taller and you're like, those little things don't bother me anymore. Okay? You've grown a lot, especially that giraffe. You've grown a lot, ascended. I'm telling you, somebody is experiencing ascension flu. You're going to be getting dreams or visited, and you don't even have to be like Hindu for this, but you're going to be seeing this. You could have a statue. I'm hearing somebody has a statue in their house right now of this. Okay, so I'm also seeing, it's not Palo Santo or sage, it's those sticks. What are those little sticks? Incense. Somebody has this and incense. They're doing like incense around it. All right, so that's a specific message for you. Thank you so much for coming to my throne talk. My name's HFIC. I'll see you real soon.